be open and welcoming to every emotion. So when an emotion arises, don't judge it or label it. You know, there is a big difference. Don't judge or label, just feel it. Try to sense where in your body you are feeling this emotion. So, you know, when you, for example, when you are experiencing stress, where do you feel the stress? Some people experience it and feel it in the chest. Some people feel it here in the shoulders. Yeah. So when you are able to observe your emotions with some degree of detachment, it's very important. We say that try to be comfortably uncomfortable. Yeah. Try to be comfortable uncomfortable. So when you experience it, when you know how to do it, when you try to be comfortably uncomfortable, you somehow open yourself up to grow. Of course, the alternative will be to attempt to flee from emotions like fear or anxiety, but it can only keep us stuck. It won't bring any good. So it's a very good exercise when, or practice when you feel something, try to sense where this emotion appear in your body. And also with your students, when you talk about it, it's a very good topic for conversation. Okay, when you are stressed, when you feel your stress, when you are happy, where do you feel it? Another thing, recognize you can feel conflicting emotions simultaneously. Is it possible to feel conflicting emotions simultaneously? Sometimes you are very excited to be able to visit, for instance, your favorite restaurant, but very annoyed by the 1 hour wait for a table. Yeah, is it true? Sometimes it's happened that you can have two conflicting emotions at the same time, or you are grieving the loss of beloved dog, but you are filled with gratitude for the joy dog brought you. So try to, you know, be in touch with your emotions, with your feelings. When you accept that a richer inner life means that you are experiencing more than one emotion at the same time, then you can appreciate different relationships, and you can discover that it's quite interesting. It's more interesting when your emotional landscape isn't black and white, but it includes different colors. It's like kaleidoscope feelings. Oh no, sorry. And so there are many different exercises we can use also in our classroom. I would just want you now to show you something different. Okay. So for a second, I will stop sharing my screen. But there is an exercise which we call the bulb tree. Have you ever heard about it or not? Anybody? No? I will show in a minute. Wait. There is a very good exercise which you can do in your classroom. Yes. Okay, I did this talk for Oxford, and I just want to show you that. Okay. Look, there is a bulb tree. You have different figures here on the tree. I need to just make it bigger. Okay. So there are different, as you see, that you have different figures, different persons sitting on the tree, and you can ask your students to identify where they are on this blob tree. Okay, or you can ask yourself, look at the tree, where would you put yourself? Where would you place yourself? Which position? There are, there are numbers. You can think about yourself, but you can also do it with your students, and then ask the student or ask yourself, why are you there? And what are you feeling being on this position? Or what questions you can ask being on this position? I did it at some webinars for Oxford University Press, so maybe some of you attended that and you will remember. But it's a very good exercise also in the context of emodiversity, because you can talk about emotions. You can ask the students, why are they sitting there, and why, and what would you like to tell being on this position? And it's a very metaphorical way of speaking about emotions. So, you don't have to talk directly, but using the metaphor is very often a good way to talk about things which are not easy for us, especially in the classroom when the kid had some traumatic experience and feels really sad or depressed. It would be a nice and good metaphor to talk about that. So just an example. Okay, and there are, as I said at the very beginning, there are many different ways of talking about emotions, using metaphors, using some drama, using some colors, paintings, or many other things. So just to, I know that probably our time is almost finishing up, because of course I'm too talkative, but just to finish and just to close it, I would like to tell you that the more emotions you express, the better you will feel, psychologically and physically. So emodiversity is similar like biodiversity, ecodiversity, creates our emotional landscape, our emotional ecosystem. And the bigger it is, the better it is for us, and we can feel much healthier. So don't suppress your emotions, allow yourself to talk about it, and whatever the emotion is, just, feel it. Allow yourself to feel it. And talk about the emotions with your families, with your relatives, but also with your students in the classrooms. Because believe me, we need to stimulate our students and help them to deal with the emotional health. And we all know that it's not easy nowadays. So suppression and avoidance is not the best strategy to use. So just to finish, I would like to wish you all as many positive emotions as possible, but also just to be aware that even if they are difficult ones, they are also important and needed, because they try to tell you something. This is the message for us. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for listening to me, and try to do maybe some of these exercises, or at least reflect on your emotional ecosystem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alicja. It's been really inspirational as usual. I will reflect on it later. I already know how. In my bed, just like it was on the tree, yes, all those people on the tree, I will visualize the tree, and I will try to think about myself in terms of where I am. I place myself at the bottom of the tree, on the grass. So
it's very interesting, Lucy. Why are you there? I know that we have no time to interpret each position, but it could be a follow-up webinar if you want to analyze, where you are. But because there are even some descriptions for each position, so if anybody is interested, I can send you how I analyze the position and what they mean. But everybody can have also a different reason why you have put yourself there. Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. I am the first one to read about it. Thank you very much. You have really inspired our reflection, yes? And that's what matters in life, really. Thank you very much. I would like to inform everybody that I am in process of negotiating with Alicja. Maybe Alicja will offer another webinar for all of us in March. Yes, we have already spoken about it. So look forward to another webinar by Alicja. Thank you very much and goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.